Hello and welcome to today's practice called flow. In today's practice, we're going to focus on poses that strengthen and stretch the abdominal organs, and also some movements that just help to improve overall circulation, which then does end up improving circulation to the digestive organs. So we're going to begin today's practice in tabletop. So I recommend placing the blanket across the center of the mat, and the two blocks, if you have a set, can go right off of the front short side of the mat. So take your knees and line them up underneath of your hip bones, and the hands can be as wide as the shoulders or just a little bit wider. As you first arrive, we can take a moment just to check in with the way that the hands are meeting the mat. So you want to spread through the fingers, and you want to almost feel like you're gently hugging the mat with the hands, which then brings a little bit more lightness to the center of the palms. Hold stable in your table. Take a breath in through your nose. Soft sigh it out through your mouth. On your next inhalation, release your belly down to the floor and lift up through your heart and chin. Exhale, press your hands and round through your spine. Do that flow just one more time. So inhale, cow tilt, release your belly, lift your heart, and exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, come into neutral. We're going to let the weight come into the left knee and extend the right leg back behind us. So you first just keep the toes curled under, toes connected to the mat, and just do a couple rounds of heel pulses. So press your heel to the back and then bring it forward. There can be a tendency to hang the head as you do this, and see if you can keep the gaze down right around that space between the two thumbs, reaching out nice and long through the crown of the head. Now, as the heel comes forward, we're going to float the leg up away from the floor, release the belly, and lift the heart. Now, as you're exhaling, curl your right knee in toward your right elbow. This is going to create some compression across the ascending colon. And then you're going to inhale, extend that right leg back out, and lift up through your heart. And then as you exhale again, curl the right knee into the right elbow, contracting through that right side of the colon. And then inhale as you re-extend, lift the heart. Exhale, curl the right knee into the right elbow, and inhale as you extend. Now you're going to keep the right leg straight, but swing it over to the left until the ball of the foot touches down, and then take your chin and just real gently bring it toward your left shoulder, just opening up through the right side of the body. All right, breathe in, bring the right leg back to center and lower the right knee down. Now you're going to just walk your hands over to the left and step your right foot forward. And this where may be where it's helpful to catch hold of the yoga blocks. You're going to curl your left toes under, lift your left knee, and spin your left knee down to the mat. Now before you rise, take one of your blocks, bring it to its highest height, right to the inside of your right ankle and calf. We're going to come up to warrior two. So you're going to inhale, circle your left arm around, and turn your heart to face the left side of the mat. We're going to take a flow where we're alternating between warrior two and triangles. We're going to keep working with the ascending colon on the right side of the body. So you're going to breathe in here. And as you exhale, you're going to start to reach forward. Allow the right knee to straighten. Now your hand can come high on your shin bones. You can find the hand to the block as the left arm reaches up. And then inhale, rock back up, find warrior two. And then as you exhale, reach forward. Allow your right hand to come down. Stretch your left arm to the sky and then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, hinging back out into triangle. We'll do that flow 2 more times. You're going to inhale, rise up, exhale, triangle. One last time, inhale, rise up, warrior two, and exhale, hinge out into triangle. So just hold for a moment in triangle. So we're going to press strong into the left heel, engage from the pubic bone to the belly button. Take a breath in. You might even turn your head down so you're looking toward your right foot. Take one more inhalation here. And then as you exhale, you're going to start to bend the right knee. Bring the hands down to frame the right foot. Spin off of your left heel. So here you can even move your blocks and step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Please feel free, if you prefer, to take child's pose or half downward dog where the knees are down, hands walking forward. All of those poses are perfect here. You might notice there's a little bit of difference here between the right and left side of the body. So we're going to move into the second side in just a moment, evening things out. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, take your knees down to the mat. Okay, so you're going to place the weight into the right knee, extend your left leg back behind you for those heel pulses. So continue to reach out long through the crown of your head and just take a few pulses with the left heel back and forward. As the left heel rocks forward this next time, we're going to lift the left toes away from the floor, release through the belly and lift the heart. So we're going to work now with the descending colon on the left side. So you're going to exhale, curl your left knee in toward your left elbow. Inhale, re-extend the leg, lift through the heart 2 more times. Exhale, curl the knee in. Inhale to extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale to extend. Now you're going to keep your left leg straight. Swing the leg over to the right. Take your chin. You can move your chin toward the right and bow out the left side of the body just a bit. Take another cycle of breath here. Inhale, float the left leg back up. Exhale, lower the left knee down. Now you're going to walk your hands over to the right, lean a little to the right, step the left foot forward. Now you can frame your left foot, curl your right toes under, and lift your right knee. We're going to spin the heel down. You're going to bring the block, maybe on its highest height, right to the inside of the left ankle and calf. You're going to rise up, Virabhadrasana to warrior two. Send your arms straight out from your heart. I'm going to take a nice deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, start to lean forward. Let the left hand come down. Let the right arm stretch up, come into triangle. Inhale as you rise back up into warrior two. Exhale as you shift forward and then lean the body out. Right arm reaches triangle pose. Inhale as you find warrior two. And then exhale as you lean out. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, rock up, warrior two. Exhale as you lean. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale as you lean into triangle. We're going to do this. Next one is the last one. So inhale, warrior two. Exhale as you come into triangle. So now we'll stay for a few breaths. So press really solid into the back right foot. Energize the muscles of the right leg and engage from the pubic bone up to the belly button. Maybe gaze down at your left foot. Take a nice deep and full breath in. And as you exhale, let your right hand start to come down as you bend your left knee, spin off of your right heel. Now, this time we're going to step forward. So you're going to press off of your right foot, step forward, and come into halfway lift with the spine, shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold into the legs. Breathe in, reverse your swan dive. Start to sweep your arms wide. Rising up, exhale, prayer hands come together and down into the heart. Take a breath in, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, right hand catches hold of left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come to the center, left hand to right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come to the center, stretch your fingertips to the sky. Prayer hands through the heart, soften the knees, fold the body forward into the legs. Take a breath in and lift your spine into halfway lift. And exhale as you plant your hands and step your feet back into downward dog. You might go an inch farther back so that you can lift your heels high and roll your body forward out into plank pose. Now with knees up or knees down, we're going to lower down. So bend the elbows and lower to the chest and ribs. We're going to curl the chest up into cobra, lift through the heart, press down into the feet. Exhale, down dog. You can always rock through table first and then go to down dog, or you can engage the belly and rock straight back into down dog. Take a couple cycles of breath here. I'm going to press strong into the hands and feel the lift of the sitting bones to the sky. And then there's a gentle engagement from the pubic bone to the navel and the lower front ribs toward one another. Take another breath here. As you exhale, lift your heels. You can look forward. You can walk or lightly float your feet to your hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift with your spine. And exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, reverse. Rise all the way up. Extended mountain. Right hand to left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come through the center, extended mountain. Exhale, left hand to right wrist. Lean the body over to the left. Inhale as you come to the center. Exhale, prayer hands through the heart. Soften your knees and fold your body into your legs. Inhale as you take halfway lift with your spine. And then exhale as you find downward dog. So again, you might walk your toes back 1 inch farther so you can lift up through your heels. Roll your body forward out into plank, knees up or down. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, come into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. A few cycles of breath here. This is a great sequence because it compresses and tones the abdominal organs. And with the body going through the various postures, it helps to build warmth and increase circulation. Take one more breath in here. As you're exhaling, start to lift your heels, look forward, bend your knees, walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat, and inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. We're going to go through that flow one more time. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Extended mountain, and then right hand to left wrist. Exhale, lean to the right. I'm pressing the ascending colon on the right. Inhale, come to the center, left hand to right wrist. Lean to the left, descending colon on the left. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, prayer hands through the heart. Fold into Uttanasana, the forward bend. Halfway lift, lift the belly, reach through the crown of the head. Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward face. Start to lift the heels, bend the knees. You can walk or lightly hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift with your spine. And exhale, fold in. Now we're going to come into Malasana, which is garland or squat. Now, I first want to mention that Goddess squat is a great alternative for that. So you can always come up. I'll demo garland for just a second. Just take your feet wide, heels in, toes out, bend the knees. Otherwise, from that forward fold, if you reach back, you can even bring your blanket in a little closer. Take your heels onto the blanket. Go wide with your feet, heels in, toes out, and then bend your knees. Now, this is going to put compression in the abdominal organs and help to balance out apana vayu. So, an imbalance of apana vayu is associated with elimination issues, with constipation. So, here it is grounding into the heels, compressing into those abdominal organs, increasing the energy of the downward flow, known as apana vayu. So, just take your chin slightly in. Either version of squat is very beneficial. Just be where you are. Take your last breath in. We're going to come to this to seated. So if your hips are close enough to the floor, you can lower your hips down, maybe without your hands. Otherwise, you can take your hands back. And if you're standing in goddess, just bring yourself to your seat the most graceful way that you can. Any way is fine. And we are going to twist here. So you're going to take your left leg out. You're going to pick up your right foot, cross it over your left leg. You're going to lean out into your left hand. So you want to take your left hand kind of wide away from the body because you're going to roll to the left hip, pick up your right hip. Then you're going to bring your right arm to the inside of your right leg, and then you're going to twist from there. You're pressing the arm and the inner knee together and using that to help rotate the spine. Take another breath in and out. Lower your right hip and let's bend the knees momentarily. Point them to the sky as you lean into your hand and rock your knees from side to side. Second side, right leg is going to extend, bent left knee, left foot comes across. You're going to lean into your right hand. So you want to let your left hip lift away from the floor, left arm to the inside of the left leg, and just press the arm and the leg toward one another and then turn your heart from there. Breath in and out. All right, and then let's lower the left hip, extend the left leg. We're going to come off of the blanket support. We are going to come down onto the spine. We're going to do reclined bound angle, and you may want your blocks for that. So just bring your blocks with you so that they are there in hands reach. Now, when you initially come down, you might want a couple reclined windshield wipers this time. You might even want to take a second to pick up your feet and just give a little hug of the knees and thighs into the belly ribs. Squeeze in and rock around. When you feel ready, you can bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open up. And here's where those blocks may come in handy. So I usually like to just to kind of rock the blocks up on one of the long edge so that my outer thighs can then rest on the sides of the block. Just makes it really comfortable if you're on the sides of the block, the long, sort of like the long edge. You can bring your hands to your belly, close your eyes, and then just see if you can feel the breath beneath the hands. Now, the breath is still moving the chest and the ribs and the lungs, but you want to think about Massaging the abdominal organs with your breath as you inhale and the belly very gently expands. And you exhale and the belly gently draws back in. For the last minute, you can stay right here. You can remove the blocks and take the legs and just gently extend them out along the mat. And maybe bring your arms down in a low V. Turn your palms to face the sky. The energy of vata, which is wind and ether, is most commonly associated with constipation and difficult elimination. And vata energy is associated with the mobile quality or lots of movement and energy. So the stillness of shavasana helps to balance out the more active energy associated with vata, stress, difficulty falling asleep, difficulty with focus. So just find stillness, carries the mind into a greater state of peace, calmness, and stability. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you're ready to transition, you can start to slowly rebend your knees one at a time, placing your feet flat to the mat. Roll the body over to the right or to the left, pressing the hands down and rising up into seated shape. Bring your prayer hands together at your heart and sit nice and tall. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Thank you.